Welcome to the Stoic Wisdom. 6 signs of a low-value woman. Protect yourself. Sign number 1. She thrives on drama and chaos. There are women who cannot breathe in peace. For them, calm feels like suffocation. They are so accustomed to chaos that if it doesn't exist, they will manufacture it. This is the woman who picks fights over nothing, misinterprets your words on purpose, and accuses you of things you didn't do, just to stir up emotional turbulence. She is addicted to drama the way a smoker is addicted to nicotine. If there's harmony, she'll disrupt it. If there's quiet, she'll ignite conflict. Why? Because peace makes her feel irrelevant. In her mind, if everything is calm, she is not the center of attention. So she creates storms to ensure all eyes and all emotions stay on her. Think about it. Have you ever heard a woman casually admit, "I like a little drama. If things are too calm, it's boring"? That is not harmless banter. That is a confession. A high-value woman cherishes peace. She values emotional security and thrives in stability. She understands that real intimacy is built not on chaos, but on calm trust. A low-value woman, on the other hand, needs chaos. It is her fuel. The danger for you as a man is that this cycle is endless. You will always be walking on eggshells, trying to keep her happy, only to find she doesn't want to be happy. She wants to be entertained. Your peace will be her playground. The Stoics would tell you this: do not give power to that which disturbs your mind. If you remain in such a relationship, you give your soul to chaos. The solution? Walk away. The moment you stop playing her game, she will either try harder to manipulate you or she will vanish entirely. Either way, you win. Because a woman who thrives on drama is never worth the battle. Sign number 2. She seeks validation from everyone. Here's a truth many men ignore. If a woman constantly craves external validation, she will never be satisfied with yours alone. You can tell her she's beautiful 1,000 times. You can provide, protect, and support her faithfully. But it won't be enough, because her need for attention is unquenchable. She doesn't want love from one man. She wants admiration from the world. How do you spot her? Look at her behavior. Does she post thirst traps on social media? Is she obsessed with likes, comments, and DMs? Does she casually mention how many men flirt with her? If so, understand, she is not looking for a relationship. She is looking for an audience. The Stoics warned us of vanity. Epictetus wrote, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things." A high-value woman does not seek the world's approval. She values the intimacy of one man's respect over the applause of strangers. But the low-value woman is intoxicated by external attention. And when you call her out on it, she'll dismiss you. "I can't help it if men message me. You're just insecure. It's just Instagram." But it's not just Instagram. It's a reflection of her priorities. For her, loyalty will always take second place to attention. And here's the harshest truth. No matter how hard you try, you will never be enough for a woman who needs the entire world to validate her. The wisest move? Withdraw your energy. Do not compete with her followers. A woman who cannot find her worth within herself will never value yours. Sign number 3. She has zero accountability. One of the clearest signs of a low-value mindset is the inability to take responsibility. This is the woman who can never admit she's wrong. She lies, she manipulates, she creates conflict. But somehow, it's always your fault, his fault, or life's fault. Never hers. She cheats, but blames you for not giving her enough attention. She disrespects you, but says you made her mad. She's broke, but insists the economy or her ex is to blame. It's always someone else. A high-value woman, on the other hand, owns her mistakes. She understands that growth requires self-reflection. She can say, "I was wrong, I'll do better." That is maturity. That is strength. But the low-value woman rejects responsibility because accountability feels like weakness to her. She would rather live in denial than confront her flaws. Here's the danger. If you remain with such a woman, every conflict will drain you. She will project her failures onto you until you begin to question your own reality. You will apologize for things you didn't do just to keep the peace. And in the process, you lose yourself. The Stoics warned against this. Seneca once wrote, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. But if you let a woman without accountability rule your life, your mind will be conquered, not by her love, but by her blame." Protect yourself by demanding accountability. If she cannot accept responsibility, she cannot grow. And if she cannot grow, she cannot build with you. Sign number 4. She disrespects boundaries. A low-value woman sees boundaries not as lines of respect, but as challenges to break. She tests your patience, invades your privacy, and mocks your standards. She treats your no as negotiable and your limits as a joke. This is dangerous because boundaries are the foundation of any healthy relationship. Without them, you have chaos. The Stoics taught discipline as the root of freedom. Marcus Aurelius said, "A man's worth is measured by the objects he pursues." If a woman pursues the violation of your boundaries, she is showing you her worth. A high-value woman respects limits. She honors your principles, even when she doesn't agree. She knows that love requires space, respect, and trust. But a low-value woman wants control. She thrives when you are weak and pliable. The more you bend, the more she will push. And soon, you won't recognize yourself. You'll be living in constant compromise. The solution is simple, but hard. Stand firm. Enforce your boundaries without apology. A woman who respects you will adjust. A woman who disrespects you will leave. Either outcome benefits you. Sign number 5. She exploits your resources without reciprocity. Another mark of a low-value woman is her transactional nature. She doesn't see you as a partner, but as a provider. To her, relationships are not about building, but about taking. She wants your money, your time, your energy, but gives little in return. You'll notice it in the small things. She expects expensive gifts, but never surprises you with thoughtfulness. She demands your help, but is absent when you need hers. She sees relationships as one-sided contracts where she always wins. The Stoics despised this kind of selfishness. Epictetus wrote, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." A high-value woman lives by this truth. She does not measure love by material gain. But the low-value woman is never satisfied. No matter how much you give, she wants more. And when you can't meet her demands, she'll accuse you of being unworthy. The wise man understands this. Love without reciprocity is exploitation. If she takes more than she gives, she is not a partner. She is a parasite. Protect your energy. Protect your resources. Invest only in a woman who invests in you. Sign number 6. She lacks emotional maturity. At the heart of all low-value behavior lies one thing: emotional immaturity. This is the woman who cannot control her emotions. She rages when she should reason. She sulks when she should speak. She manipulates with silence, guilt, or tears, rather than communicating with honesty. She is impulsive, reckless, and inconsistent. Her mood swings dictate the relationship, and you are forced to adjust constantly. A high-value woman, however, has emotional discipline. She feels deeply, but doesn't weaponize her emotions. She can disagree without disrespect, express herself without destruction, and love without manipulation. The Stoics believed that mastery of the self is the highest form of strength. Seneca said, "He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior." But a low-value woman does not conquer herself. She lets her emotions conquer you. And here's the harsh truth. If you allow her to dictate the emotional climate, you will live in permanent instability. The solution? Step back. Do not try to fix or parent her. Emotional maturity is a personal journey, not a project for you to solve. If she cannot regulate herself, she cannot be a partner. And if you value your peace, you cannot be her prisoner. Conclusion, gentlemen. These 6 signs are not small flaws. They are patterns, and patterns determine destiny. A low-value woman thrives on drama, craves validation, avoids accountability, disrespects boundaries, exploits your resources, and lacks emotional maturity. If you see these traits, do not excuse them, do not negotiate them, and do not hope she will change. Walk away. The Stoics remind us, your peace is your greatest possession. Do not trade it for chaos disguised as love. A high-value woman exists, one who brings peace, respect, and growth. But you will never find her if you're entangled with someone who drains you. Protect yourself, guard your spirit, and remember, the quality of the woman you choose will shape the quality of the life you live.